Like, some of our other friends used to be like, Nathan, say it. And he'd be like, I'm happy to be here. And they
We're
just make
all
up for it
happy
all
to
the
be
time.
here because it's Wednesday night, and that means it's Wednesday night dice. Speaking of,
Yay!
I should grab my dice. I'm gonna need these.
Dude.
It's
Oh.
nice knowing you
They're
all.
they're
Yeah.
all in they're in my dice drawer. I
Mhm.
have an entire drawer in my desk just for dice.
Heard.
Um, but yeah, we are continuing our adventures of lore and order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we begin, a couple of shout outs, as we are wont to do, using all of the great tools that we use on the stream from Incarnate and Dungeon Alchemist, for making the maps, Foundry for showing you and everyone on the internet those maps, Hero Forge, Fantasy Name Generators, Monument Studios giving us music, Sam's camera flickering. Yeah, we'll address that later. We'll fix it in
We'll
post.
fix it later.
And the most important reason that we do this, our year-round project of raising money for Extra Life, benefiting Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Um, Friendly reminder: any of the players at any time, because I enjoy a good pay to win. You can uh, make a donation to Extra Life, to the low price of $5, to give yourself advantage on your next die roll. Anybody at home or wherever you are on the internet, you can also make donations on the player's behalf. Um, you can donate $5 to grant one person advantage or disadvantage on their next die roll. Or, because everybody likes a good sale, not necessarily a BOGO sale, um, for $15, you can give everyone in the party advantage on their next die roll.
Yeah, you know what,
Uh,
Dustin, before you continue, we're just gonna do that.
okay.
Just getting it set up for right now. Just make sure it's
just gonna do that considering our situation here. Yeah.
There are a couple of things happening. Um, Sam, while you are doing that, I will ask everyone else, to go ahead and roll for me a percentile die,
Yeah.
and we are going to get rolling with a palate cleanser and a mousse bouche, if you will. Um,
And
and
everyone mark down you have an advantage.
you have
Or
advantage
inspiration
on,
or whatever you want to call it.
yeah. Rhodes, what did you roll?
100.
Oh, shit.
Hey!
Ooh. You didn't burn your
I don't know if that's a
advantage
good
on this
sign or
roll.
not.
Um, Funny story, for percentile rolls, a 100 is very bad. So hopefully that one is out of the way for you.
That noise is very loud.
What currently is your character most curious about? Could it
I mean,
possibly
like,
be like the history of the place that you're in? Is it the series of decisions that led you to this terrible, terrible place? Or is it a little bit more immediate, like why your resident wizard cast fireball on a door and then turned around and shouted, "Run!"
I mean, that's certainly top of mind at the moment. Yes. His only thought is WTF. So that's peak curiosity. Um before that, he was definitely curious. He wasn't as, I mean, yeah, he's like a passing curiosity of the history of the place, like sure. But he's now more curious as to the dynamics of the group that they signed on to work for, given how earlier in the day went. So that's probably like taking the immediate, oh shit, I think we're about to die out of it. That is what he was curious about until about 6 seconds ago.
Okay. Tina, what did you
I
get?
rolled a 40.
40. Where does Endeavor feel most at home?
Mm, probably at Tieflings now. Now that they've had some time to personalize the space a bit. I think the concept of home is still a little like amorphous.
Okay.
Like, you know, you ask someone what home is and they're like, "Oh,
I couldn't tell if
um,
that was a dog or if someone was just giggling at you.
nope, that would be the dog."
The dog is
Yeah.
giggling at you. I
Well,
see.
if the dog is giggling at me, we have much bigger problems. But yeah, I think that it's like that. It's a very amorphous concept. Like, what is home? Like, is it initially it was just a place you sleep, and then apparently other people associate a lot more with that because not all the places you sleep are homes. So now I think it's like, okay, a home is a space that you feel comfortable in, that you can be yourself in. Oh God, I don't know what that means,
It's a spot
but
where
I
you
have
don't
a
have
lot.
to unplug your docking station, Endeavor.
So we're starting with putting some personal touches on it. And we'll see where that goes.
Okay. Home is where your collection of human hearts is. I see.
Mm-hmm. Oh, or sure, in this case, human parts.
Not just the hearts, just parts in general.
I mean, you know, if you're gonna, oh, wow. Yes. I mean, you need more than just a heart.
Yeah. All right. Court, what you got?
Keeping with the whole numbers, I rolled 70.
Okay. Uh, what is Helia's biggest pet peeve?
I had to think about this and like whether or not it was something like mine, which is, listening to people eat. Um, but I think hers is when she's expected to do a job and put her life on the line, sort of like, they're acting as meat shields right now. And it feels very much like they're missing vital pieces of information that they probably should know. And that really pisses her off more than anything. Like, you want me to do shit for you, but you don't want to tell me information that I should have. So, yeah.
Okay. So Helia's not having a good time here. Is what I'm gathering.
The shroom room might have been the straw.
Okay. Sam.
37.
Ah,
Damn it, Sam! You were supposed to roll a whole number.
Sorry.
She did roll a whole number, a whole 37.
A whole 37.
I think I know the answer to this one already. Um, what stereotypical role would your character play in a high school AU slash if they attended a normal high school?
AV nerd.
Yeah.
Head of the AV club.
Head of the AV club.
Which is funny because Sam and I are currently making our way through Dimension 20's Fantasy High sophomore year.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
AV club for sure. Or science, like in tandem, like science club.
Okay.
So just
robotics
overall
club.
Robotics club.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like just general nerd for sure.
Okay. All right. So, Before we begin, just a quick recap of just setting the stage a little bit here. Um, you you do your sweep of this level of the dungeon. I'm just gonna call it a dungeon. Um, you get to what is presumably the chapel doors, which are closed. The doors themselves ornately carved with religious iconography. We've been over all of this already. And as you guys approach, some of you are affected, Brutus included, um, by some sort of psychic shenanigan. Not all of you are affected. Some of you are able to resist. Some of you are immune to the effect entirely. Um, and when you go to make your report about this strange phenomena, you seem to be getting some weird vibes, particularly from Sersha. Um, the four of you plus Janora, and then following behind you, Hake, Trallin, and Sersha also go to investigate. Janora, being the wizard and like magical expert on the team, um, approaches the door to try and give like an investigation. And in the middle of this investigation, you notice like an obvious and abrupt change in her posture. She stands straight up, reaches out a hand, and without warning casts a fireball right at the door. Large fiery explosion. She turns around to the group of you and just shouts, "Run!" And that is where we will begin by rolling initiative.
Okay.
So I'm going to have
All right.
do that. Gonna do that. So Zilni, what did you get for your initiative?
30-20.
Okay. Helia.
Same as Rhodes.
Okay. Endeavor.
17.
And Lula and Brutus.
14.
Good job,
All
group.
right.
We definitely followed instructions. Getting the fuck out.
Yeah. We are running. How
Right.
do I play this character in combat?
So I'm going to unpause here. So Janora casts a fireball. It blows the doors open, and streaming
Oh
from
no.
the door, you see one of those,
fuck is
and a
that?
bunch of other.
I don't like them.
The fuck is that?
Okay, it's kind of cool looking, but I still don't like it.
What is that?
So everybody make a perception check. Actually, no one make a perception check. Zilni, it is your turn. I would like you to make a perception check at the beginning of your turn.
13.
13. I would also like you to make a religion check. Religion or Arcana.
Okay. Um, 16 Arcana.
16. So, at the head of this pack, so emerging, almost spilling out of these doors, and at this point, the first thing you notice, obviously, is that the doors open, but they don't really open to a room. It looks like the doors open to a portal of sorts. And just spilling through this portal, there you see 3 different types of creatures. The blackish, purplish creature with the spear looks almost like an emaciated, like almost skeletal or zombie-like creature with a large curved horn that comes up out of the back of its head, almost almost looking like an anglerfish doodle, but it's
Okay.
like a horn. It also has a barbed tail. But its features are very emaciated, very gaunt features, almost skeletal. Um, and its hands have very long clawed fingers. Behind it, you see 2 of these creatures. They are 4 or 6-legged creatures. They've got 8 or 10 stubby limbs that you think might all be legs. Some of them possibly could be arms, but its prominent feature is, and it's the size of a large beach ball, and about that shape as well. But it is just a giant mouth with little stubby legs, and there are 2 of these. And then interspersed among these 3 larger creatures, medium-sized creatures, are a number of small crawling creatures that appear to be bipedal, but they are almost like monkeys, where they're bipedal-ish, but they run around sort of on all 4s, sort of on 2 legs. On hands and feet, one might say. And so there are 6 of the small creatures. There is 1 of the purplish, gaunt, skeletal creature, and there are 2 of these mouths with legs.
Cool. This is gonna go well. Can't go where I want to go. One is in the spot that I would like to stand in.
Which spot
That
do you
is
want to
fine.
stand in?
Oh, you're not the one in the way.
Mm.
I'm going to. We're just gonna shoot the purple.
Oh, and these lights are on. Okay, you're gonna shoot at the purple one. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay, well, the first one's a natural 1, and then
You
Oh,
you
it's a
can
fucking
give
misfire,
yourself
too.
You
you
do
can
have the
use your
advantage if you want to use it.
if you want to
I
re-roll
will
that
use that to avoid the misfire, yes.
one. Okay.
And it's a natural 20.
Okay.
Much better. Good job. Thanks, Sam. Thanks.
Uh-huh.
That is a very well spent $5.
Yes. The other one would have been a 17 to hit. Would that have hit him?
A 17 does hit.
Okay. So we're gonna roll lots of stuff.
So just so that everybody's on the same page and the folks at home are following along, here at Nerd House Tabletop, you take your maximum base damage and then add a single roll of all of your damage dice for your critical hit. So if you're rolling a d6 as your weapon damage, it is roll a d6 plus 6.
Do you need it separated in any way, or just one lump number is good?
I will have you separate it.
Okay. Then the critical is 22 points of damage.
Okay.
And that is what the magical pistol, so piercing. You need that information? And then,
So you said 22 was the critical.
yes.
Okay.
And then 7 additional points of magical piercing damage.
Okay. You fire 2 shots at this thing, hitting both times, and the rounds just thread through its body. It's not like wearing any clothes or armor. Oh, what was your religion or arcana check?
The religion was 16.
16.
Oh, sorry, no, it was arcana. But
It was arcana.
16.
With a
Yeah.
16, all of these creatures are demons.
Okay.
So there's that little tidbit of information for you. You're not entirely sure exactly what these things are, but they are obviously fiendish. And they resemble no devil that you've ever seen.
Okay.
All right. So that is your action. Anything for your bonus or movement?
I'm going to just move kind of right here at this corner with the intent that if anyone else runs around the corner, I'm just gonna like provide cover for people to be able to move back and around this corner if they would like to.
Okay. That brings us to Court.
Yes. Well, Court.
Is missing.
Right. Court had to take Dog out for an emergency, so I am going to run Court for this round.
Okay.
So yes, first off, we are going to look at Mr. Anglerfish in the front. Anglerfish blue purple guy.
Uh-huh.
And I would like to, where's her bonus actions? Get over here. I want to bonus action insightful fighting on that guy, so it needs to succeed against it needs to do a deception check against my insight.
Okay.
Let me roll. What did she got for insight?
Wait.
Okay.
You're doing insightful fighting, so you make the deception check.
No, I make the insight check. You make a deception.
Yes.
I'm trying to read you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
can confirm
I
that
can-
is correct.
Yeah. Yeah. You can make an insight check against a creature you can see that
I
isn't
rolled a 3. It's not
incapacitated.
gonna fucking matter.
Actually, no, it won't. Yeah. Okay. So, yes. That just will give her that will allow her to use sneak attack
Okay.
even without anyone around.
Yeah.
I am going to hold my action to take out this dude if he starts making a move.
Nice.
So you're preparing an action to
to attack this guy if it makes an actual like a move to try and stab or fireball or whatever it's going to do if it makes a move at us.
Okay.
And I am going to also, where is Helia? Helia's there. I will have Helia go up next to, like up by Janora, and
Okay.
basically
So
say,
you're
we'll
moving
hold them
up
off.
here.
Yeah, moving up there.
Okay.
Getting off there to kind of hold them off and or catch the blue guy if they come trying to run at us. But yeah, hold the action for if they make move to go hurt us in any way.
Okay.
Do the bad. If they do bad things. If they do bad things, the stabby stab comes out and goes.
I am also posting pictures of what these 3 different types of things look like in the chat.
I don't like the ones that are just stubby legs with a mouth, by the way.
Oh yeah, they're
Putting that out here.
They're
Like,
awful.
Ew.
the fuck? No.
Oh, and you might notice that the art style of those is very different than what we are used to.
Yeah, that's old school D&D.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't like this anglerfish guy either, honestly.
I did have to pull minis from a site that I don't use very much anymore, but they've never done me wrong. 2-minute tabletop and 2-minute token editor. So that's where those particular minis come from. So you are preparing that action, move up into position. And that brings us to Rickety Hake and Trallin. Trallin is actually going to move here.
Everyone is doing the opposite of what Janora just told us to do.
He's going to move here, and he is going to he's going to draw his mace and clang it against his shield, and you watch as the visible sound waves reverberate and expand out in a circle around him. And inside this glowing pale yellow circle appear to be tiny copies of him just floating and spinning around him as he casts Spirit Guardians.
He would be his own spirit guardian.
And he is going to shout, "I'll take up the rear, run, get out." Nope, that's not what I wanted. And what is that, 15 feet?
Yeah, I think so. Seems rather large.
So that is Trallin. Hake is going to do what he's told. He's going to pay attention to the advice of his experts, and he runs. Zilni, you watch as he goes 5, So he makes it like down the hall, but not quite around the corner. Endeavor, it is your turn.
Okay. All of these little these guys, are they all running or are they like blobby floating with their legs? Are they
Which
crawling?
guys?
What?
Which guys?
The guys, the red things, the blue thing, red things with mouths and stubby limbs, and blue thing with
So none of them are flying.
none of them are floating or flying or doing any of that. They are
Correct.
even if their legs are silly and stubby, they're physically on the ground.
They are on the ground.
They are not vestigial legs.
Right.
Okay. Well, then in that case,
Yeah, none of these creatures have wings or any other means of flying.
Cool. Then I am, for the time being, we are going to lay down some spike growth on the ground. And I get 20-foot radius, which should get most of the hall. I'll start it there, like basically a 20-foot radius thing, which will extend into the room. But I'll dump it, basically doing it from here and center it like up in here.
Okay. Ping, where do you want to center it?
I want to center it here so that it's not extending
Like
into
right
Janora
here?
or anybody.
So you centered it like on the center of
Yeah, basically.
the doorway in the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that is some of the spike growth.
Oh, spike growth. Okay.
Yeah, spike growth. So yeah, 2d4 piercing for every 5 feet it travels. Area becomes difficult terrain for...
Spike growth, is it regular difficult terrain or is it double difficult terrain?
Area becomes... No, it's not double. It's not, plant growth.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. No, this one, basically Endeavor will just crouch down and put their hand on the stone, and you just see it kind of like, everything kind of shake and rumble like a truck would be driving by or something, and then these little tiny things just start to pop up.
Okay.
All in that space. They probably look like little screws, like little tiny like bolts and screws and such.
Yeah,
but
typically
yes.
a spell like this would be like roots and thorns
Yep.
and things of that nature. Here, it's like stalagmites.
Yeah.
Are just erupting from the ground.
Tiny, yes.
Yeah.
And they will, difficult terrain for the duration, and it'll be into or within when any creature moves into or within the area, it'll take 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet of movement.
Okay.
Also, the transformation of the ground is technically camouflaged. So while they would probably notice that something happened, they wouldn't necessarily know where it begins or ends. Right now, they can make a perception check against my spell save to recognize it as hazardous.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure they'll find out as soon as they move. But I will use that, and then I'm going to use my movement to start getting back if needed. Back. Who's back here? I'll get back into this spot. And I'll let space for Janora to get by if needed.
Okay.
And I'm good.
Right, so that is Endeavor's turn. Lula and Brutus, it is your turn now.
Okay. Before I do anything, can you remind me where the family was? Anna and Philip and all of them?
They are presumably back in like your base camp in the
They were in
workshop.
base camp. They weren't in the room we found, like, Janora and Saoirse and whatever, they were in base camp?
No.
Okay. They were in base camp, we went back. Now I remember. When we went back to fix Brutus. Okay, cool. Alright, first thing's gonna happen is Lula's action, Acid Splash. She's gonna use that cantrip. She's gonna aim for... Fuck it, why not? We'll chest these guys. We'll do Purple Dude and one of the little...
Okay.
Nasties. I need dexterity saving throws from both of them. DC 16. I bet one of them's probably going to be very good at it.
Dexterity. The purple guy, the big purple guy makes it. The little guy does not.
Little guy will take 8 acid damage.
Okay.
It's save or suck because it's a cantrip. And then as her...
You turn the little guy. You said it was acid?
It's acid.
Acid damage. Soup.
Yes. Good.
Little demon soup.
Sweet. Okay. Brutus and Lula are going to actually... Brutus is going to move his 40. So 5... We're going to skirt through between these two. 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, she's gonna use her bonus action to tell Brutus to keep moving.
Okay.
We are aiming for the family to either tell them to get ready to fight or to wherever we're holding up outside of this hallway, she's gonna go warn them.
Okay.
Because right now we're just leading this nasty parade towards them.
Okay.
So Brutus is another 40. 35, 30, 30 cuts this corner. 35, 40. Just like careens around Hake and just like barrels off of a wall and just keeps bolting down the hallway.
Okay.
Unfortunately that means the stream, I'm gonna move her back just so that the stream can see the rest of the... Unless...
Give me 1 second. I'm going to...
If you give me access to Bug...
Bug. Bug is going to be where you actually are.
Okay, cool.
I don't think Bug is doing their thing on the other side of that door anymore.
I was gonna have... No, what I was gonna do is I was gonna have Bug actually move 30 feet. Because Bug gets their own turn, is take dodge action and move 30
Oh,
feet.
yeah.
So Bug ends up about here. But if
Okay.
you want, I can put like a little dot or something.
Nope.
I'll just remember that I moved 40 feet for Brutus and Lula. Just remember that I don't actually exist in that spot.
Very upsetting that you can't see where you actually are now. Because you can't see the token that I'm using as a
What
placeholder.
token are you using?
A giant octopus.
I mean, that is my turn.
Okay. Alright, so that is Lula and
That
Brutus.
is Lula and Brutus.
Janora is going to...
Run away.
Janora is going to reach out a hand, and she's going to point at the purple guy, and she's going to mutter an incantation. Du- 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 du. Oh. Janora mutters an incantation, and the purple guy just blinks out of existence.
Yes, banishment. Atta girl.
Janora then turns to Helia, who had moved forward and then prepared an action to attack. And Janora turns to you and say, "Run the other way!" And Janora takes off running. And that is Janora's turn. It is now all of the bad guys' turns. So we are going to do the big stubby mouths first. This guy is Helia. This creature, you have prepared an action to attack. And this large beach ball that is 90% mouth starts, maw agape, barreling towards you. Do you wait for it to get close before you make a melee attack, or do you make a ranged attack on its way?
I would wait for it to get close because I don't really have any range. It would be waste of attack.
Okay.
It also is taking damage if it's on the ground
Oh,
for every
yes.
5 feet.
And it needs to make that wisdom saving throw.
So it is going, because it's difficult terrain, it needs to dash to get all the way up here. And so...
Also, Dustin, technically it's double difficult terrain when you hit that nasty little Venn diagram.
Oh,
I am
because
going to
Spirit
say
Guardians are
difficult terrain only doesn't stack.
Okay. That's fair.
And I only say that because plant growth specifically says 1 foot of movement costs 4
feet.
It doesn't
okay, yeah, that's
actually
fair.
say difficult terrain.
Yeah,
Everything else just says it's difficult terrain.
that's fair. That's fair.
But if you want to roll 4d4,
It moved 10 feet.
yeah, it's a d4 per 5 feet that you...
It's
Oh,
2d4.
it's
It's 2d4 per 5 feet.
Oh, then 8d4.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to make a saving throw
5.
against the spiritual guardians, which it looks like it's going to fail.
8. 4 is 12. 13. 16. 18. So it's 19 piercing.
Okay.
Oopsie.
What is that spell actually called? Is it just called Spirit Guardians?
The one that Traylin's doing? Yeah.
Spirit Guardians, not Spiritual Guardians.
Spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon.
Spiritual bread?
Spiritual bread. I haven't needed to use the bread mini in a long time.
I'm gonna make a cleric that's like, what do we have? Like a cleric.
Take the chef feet.
Like a
Oh my
chef.
god.
Yeah, with a chef feet.
Excellent.
And it's like what domain
Like a
of like we don't have like a love
reskinned
domain, but
forge.
like a
Reskinned forge cleric that instead of making armor and weapons, you are a baker.
Yeah.
And it's all, instead of making magical swords, you make magical cakes.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay, now I want to do that, but the god is like Gordon Ramsay, and so your spiritual weapon is a giant beef Wellington.
You're also chaotic evil.
You know,
No, definitely
We-
chaotic neutral, because it depends. Are you a small child? He's nice.
True.
we are playing a very special one-shot event next week, and there's still time for you to make changes to a character you play for that. So,
It's true.
All right, Tina, what was the damage that you dealt on all those D4s?
19.
19?
Yep.
Cool. It's fucking dead. It's doing more or less okay. Like, it's not doing well through all of these spikes. It's kind of just, like, tearing itself apart. But as soon as it hits that Spirit Guardians, it just immolates what's left of it. So that's cool. Um... the damn man, all of these little guys go to start moving through, and they don't even make it um out of the spikes. So we've got so we have the other mouth with legs. Go ahead and roll your 8d4.
I'm glad we all got to do something before they all perished.
$20.
So this one is very, very injured. And it's definitely like stopped in its tracks once it hits that Spirit Guardians. But it is still alive. Somehow it survived. And that is all of their turn.
With that
So
trigger.
can I
Ellie is-
take my my action that was being held? now
Oh
that it's
yeah,
close
you
to
can
me?
take your held action.
Okay. I'm guessing that an 11 does not hit.
But you have advantage.
You
That's
can
right.
use advantage.
No, you already have advantage. Oh no, that was against the purple
Nope.
guy. But you do
did
have
your
my
insightful
advantage.
fighting against the purple guy that
that
got
just-
fucking banished.
Okay, well, either way, I just fucked my advantage then, but I didn't hit on either of them. It was an 11 and an 8, so.
Oh.
Aw, that's no goo. Yeah, so unfortunately that is going to miss. It is now Saoirse's turn, and she is just going to book. Sam,
Yes.
you had come around that corner. You had passed Hake
Mhm.
because Brutus is a quick boy.
Yes.
No sooner that you are passing Hake, Saoirse comes barreling up behind you, like parkouring up and around the walls. Because she's a rogue, she dashes again as a bonus action.
No, yeah, I'm not surprised
She's,
that she can do it. I'm surprised she's here.
Yeah, so she is booking and manages to pass you. Great.
And she gets down like that length of hall, like that word down, probably.
Yeah. So she is now she isn't quite
like,
around
here.
the next corner. She is
She's right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she is like actively rounding that next corner.
Got it.
Excellent. So at the top of the round, there are just emerging from the portal are...
F.
Alright, so actually, these guys don't make it through at all. Tina, go ahead and roll 2d4. As more of these creatures are pouring through the portal, they're like the ones behind them are literally pushing the ones ahead forward through all these spaces.
2d4 5.
Okay. Okay. No. Alright, then at the top of the round, we are back up to Zilny.
Cool. This is going well. I am going to pop a few shots off at. I'll pick this guy. Why not?
This guy is still alive as well.
Oh, I didn't want to take Helia's kill.
I mean, that's fine. Just making sure you have all the information you need.
That's banking on if I
Right.
can hit it.
Go ahead and start making your attack rolls.
I'm assuming they've worked together long enough that Helia's like, if it's in my face, I'll kill it, but try to make sure it doesn't get to me first.
They're that tower defense game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Zill's the long distance.
Maths. 25 and 26 to hit.
Yeah.
Uh, 16 total. So I rolled a little
Nice.
garbagey.
Alright. It is still on its feet. Are you going... So that is your action. Anything for movement or bonus?
I suppose it's not a bonus action, but as a free action, I'm going to like yell at Janora and Trallin. Can one of you close that thing? Like both an order and a question? Like as I need to know. And fuck. Like it is not within Zill to leave his friends behind and run. It is not within him. So he might just pop around this little corner a little bit. Actually, no, then he can't see shit. So never mind. He wants to be aware of what's happening. Nope, he's gonna stay right there until anyone else starts running away.
Okay. You Trallin just kind of is just like staying put, like being this like barrier, waiting for the rest of you to get the fuck out, and kind of looks back at Janora, and Janora just shouts as she continues to run. Janora shouts, "It's an alkylith. You can't close it."
Motherfucker, you burned down the door. Now there's no effective barrier. Just...
The only way to close it is to kill everything, which we are ill-equipped to do. If you stay here, you will die. And that is Zilni's turn. Helia, it is your turn.
I'm gonna try to hit this portly fellow in front of me.
Okay.
Fuck me. 13 to hit.
A 13.
Yes, no.
13 just hits.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay. Do damage types matter? I was walking the dog when we started.
For you, I don't think so.
Okay.
You're just doing, like, piercing. Or slashing. Piercing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
17 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Dead Z.
Dead Z. Okay. And then at that point, I don't need to disengage because, well, he did. So I'm gonna use my movement and my bonus action to move and dash. 30. All right. That's my turn.
Okay. It is now Hake's turn. Hake is continuing to just run. Trallin. Trallin is going to back up and is going to stay just ahead of Helia. Endeavor, that makes it your turn.
Okay. I am going to, seeing that we are all getting the heck out of here, I will take my 30 feet, and I think that'll put me back to right around where Helia is.
Yeah, 30 feet should, put you right there.
Yeah, and can someone remind me what the rule is on if you hold an action to cast a spell, do you lose the slot if you don't cast it?
Yes.
Okay, then we're not going to be doing that. Don't have a lot of those to go around right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was like, I think so, but figure out double check. No,
I mean, it
okay.
doesn't matter if you if you prepare an action to cast a spell, you do not have to specify the spell you are casting. So you can prepare. No, that wouldn't make sense then, would it?
Yeah.
No, you have to determine.
declare it.
You have to declare it.
Yeah, you do have to declare the spell.
Yeah,
You could
that's what I
declare
thought.
that you're going to cast a cantrip.
Cantrip.
And then
yeah.
who the fuck cares?
And then just be like, just jokes, guys, meteor swarm. Like,
That's cantrip, right?
I'm sorry, to say
Meteor
cantrip?
Swarm is not a cantrip.
Are you sure?
Um,
Totally fine. All right, I am going to, I'll just make myself go around this here corner and I want to stay reasonably close to Hake in case or as things continue to pour
Okay.
through this portal. In case I don't know, I think Endeavor's kind of looking at the hallway being like, well, this hallway is not that wide and I have some stuff that can clog it up if we need to.
All right. So that is Endeavor's
Yep.
turn. Lula and Brutus, currently you are right here.
Yes. Bug's just gonna move, so I'm just gonna do that first.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, like here-ish. And take the dodge action, staying kind of up near the ceiling, because Bug can fly.
Okay.
And then we'll move me. Oh, hello! Octopus!
Octopus.
Octopus, Brutus, and Lula are going to bonus action, barrel through. So 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. This is Hake, yeah.
Yes.
When she gets to Hake, she's gonna take
And then you passed Saoirse
Saoirse.
right here.
She's going to yell out to both of them as she's careening around the corner. Get to camp, we'll bottleneck them in the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
And then take the 5, 10, 15-ish, 20, 25, 30. She'll stay about here, seeing the family alert them.
Okay.
Oh, it's not going to be worth it to hold the action for the spell. So she will cast. She will do nothing for the action because I don't have anything to do.
Okay.
Yeah, she's gonna burn all of her other like movement and stuff, but she can't. I don't want to hold an action because I know I'm just gonna lose it. They're not gonna get to us by that point. That spike growth is too much. But she will spin around like Brutus kind of spins on the spot, and she will guard the door, waiting for everyone else to file in.
Okay.
That's my turn.
That brings us to Janora. She is just looking.
And stream can
And
watch.
she gets.
I'll move her. I'm just gonna move Brutus and Lula so everyone can see where.
I'm
Everyone
gonna
else
put
is
the
coming.
octopus back where we were.
We'll just hide in this corner right here and watch everyone come barreling down the hallway.
Okay. So Janora makes it around this first corner. It is now the baddies' turn.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all going to go. So I need you to roll 8d4, Hina.
Okay.
That spike growth was a really good clutch.
$22 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay. You said 22.
Yes, 22.
Alright, so one of the maw demons
Oh.
dies. Doesn't actually make it out. He takes damage, he took damage. So you see from your vantage there are two maw demons that you can see like from your vantage point around the corner. Both of them had to take the dash action, so neither of them are going to get attacks on Zilny.
Oh,
That's spike growth clutch. It is now Saoirse's turn. And Sam, you watch as Saoirse continues to just book it down the hallway.
to past the. Where are you going?
He is passing the camp.
Lula yells,
She-
"Where are you going?" as she watches this flash of red hair and black cloak.
Yep.
Mhm. She's like, nope.
Yeah, you watch as she passes the door, clearly headed for the exit.
She's going to get the dynamite so that she can just fucking blast it in and just, nope.
Okay.
And that is Saoirse's turn. Zilny, you are the only one who can see this.
Mm-hmm.
But you see another. You see now a third of these purple demons and more of these maw demons. Tina, I need you to roll 2d4.
Seven.
Nice.
Okay. So again, these these creatures being like bottlenecked through this portal are being, the ones in the front are just being shoved as the demons are continuing to just spill out of this portal. And it is now your turn. You currently have 3 of these demons surrounding you.
Yeah. Did it look like between all of us, or I guess the couple of us that have done damage that was not like spike growth and whatnot, did it seem like magical weapons were a thing that mattered? Or I couldn't tell.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but all of the damage that everyone has dealt so far has been from magical source.
Oh, I
Am
didn't
correct
realize that
in that?
Helia also had a magical sword. I didn't realize that. Okay, but that would make more sense. Might as well be smart and I'll disengage. Fine. Sure, I'd be fine if I didn't. But I will disengage. And then, so I'm gonna disengage and action surge so that I can dash, and I'm gonna come.
Yeah.
Wait, was it this? I already forgot which one it was, even though I just did it. Yes, it is the one with the thingy.
Oh yeah, we're only 25.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a doggo to ride on.
All right. So that was a disengage, a move, action surge to dash. Correct?
Yes.
That was a very
Right.
big run. We just like see Zilny book it by.
He's like,
Yeah.
well, all right.
You have never seen this old man run so fast in your whole life.
Are you worried he's gonna pull something? Like,
Hell yeah, it is your turn.
Okay, so we're just getting the fuck out, right?
or getting the fuck back at least.
Okay. I'm gonna run and as my movement, and then my bonus action I'll dash. All right. And then is my I guess I'll run as my action as well.
Catch up to Zil.
I'll
Bypass.
go right here, so I'm like not on top of him.
Well, you are a little younger.
So, all right,
All right.
90 feet.
And
one
that's
go.
your whole turn.
Yeah, I use my action, my bonus action, and my movement. 90 feet of movement. There we go.
All right.
Dustin likes to make us run as a DM.
I mean, sometimes you have to
There
run.
are mouths on sort of legs.
Yeah.
Like, like legs-ish.
Hake is actually going to move here, just taking cover behind this pillar, waiting for the rest of you to catch up. And he is going to prepare an action. He draws a light crossbow, and he's going to prepare an action that if someone he doesn't know by name comes around that corner, he's going to put a crossbow bolt in him.
So, like, does he remember all of our names?
So that brings us to Trallon. Trallon is going to go 5, 25. Actually, Trallon is actually going to come around the corner. He is going to dash. So that is Trallon's turn. Endeavor, it is your turn.
Yeah, I will follow everyone else's lead and use my movement and action to dash. 30. And I'll get back into... All right.
All right.
Can't see what's going on.
Endeavor, that is your turn then.
That's it. Yep.
All right. Lula and Brutus, it is now to you.
What is... So I alerted the family. What are they doing?
What do you actually say to them when you
Something nasty came out of a door back there. Prepare yourselves. Headed this way.
So they
Is it now?
What? Why would she say my home assistant was listening to me, and I'm like, I don't want them to do anything. Should have muted myself before I did that.
So, Fabian, the dad,
Yeah.
grabs a short sword. Philip and Jonah both grab bows. And the three of them just take up positions, forming a line with Fabian in the middle, in front of Anna,
Perfect.
their mother.
Cool.
And all four of them make an insight check.
Nat 1.
Natural one.
Natural 1.
Did you already use your advantage?
I'm not gonna burn it on this insight.
Okay. Then yeah, you
Their actions speak to Lula. They're protecting Mom.
All right. It is
I didn't get to actually
Janora's
turn.
Oh. Yeah.
Not that I can really do anything. Lula is actually...
Make an insight check.
Make the insight check. That's your turn. Lula's actually gonna move out. Knowing that they're ready, she's gonna actually move out here to make sure. She bolted so far ahead of everybody. Now she's making sure that everyone's, like, following. And if they're, like, she looks to Helia, funnel them into the workshop, like... proposing the idea to everybody that's rounding the corner. Because Saoirse seemed to not be cool with that idea.
Saoirse is a twat.
I mean, it might be easier to contain them in a hallway, though.
Or the hallway
The
just...
tables have turned.
some way, yeah. Oh, the tables have turned. Some way, shape, or form, this is the thing. So for now,
Like, my thought is we get out around this corner and we try and actually contain them.
like here.
Yeah, just because then if we have to pull back, we can.
Okay. Dustin, can I burn an additional, I don't know, bonus action to ask how far back, like, how close were they? How close were these demons? Or these creatures? I'm doing a lot of talking, which is why I'm trying to, like, justify the action economy.
Janora hears, Endeavor. I will allow you to answer this question, but as Janora is rounding that corner, Janora is just shouting, "Not far enough."
Yeah. I'll just say they just had started to turn the corner.
First corner, okay.
First corner.
Yeah. Okay, do they go they go after my next turn? They go now, and then after my next turn. Okay, that's it. I'm good here. I won't hold an action yet. It's gonna bite me in the ass later, but... because I've been through really fast. And you can remove the, oh, and bug moves.
Bug moves 30 feet.
Bug moves 30 feet.
Okay. I need 6 D4s, and then I need 2 additional.
Jesus.
I need the total for the 6, and then I need the 2 more added on.
$64 is 13.
Okay.
And then you said an additional 2?
Yes.
Okay. The additional 2 is only... Oh, God. Is I'm going to re-roll that because that went on the floor. And I think it's the same anyway, is 6.
Okay.
So 13 and then another 6.
Okay.
Mhm.
Dustin's very quiet. I'm assuming he's moving tokens.
I'm
Mhm.
moving. I'm moving all of the enemies. So Zilny, you
Mhm.
are booking it as fast as you can down this hallway.
Mhm.
You are looking back, and as you are again surrounded by one of the purple guys and 2 of the maw demons, there are also 3 additional maw demons and 1 additional purple guy in the hallway farther back. So you look down this hallway and you see 5 maw demons and 2 of these purple guys total.
Cool.
Do I hear more? Oh, I can wait. Oh, sorry, it's not my turn yet. I can perceive and see if I hear more at that point.
Um, Sam,
Yeah.
make a perception check with disadvantage.
You don't need to
Uh-oh.
give me disadvantage. You know my
Uh-oh.
rolls are shit enough as it is. Oh, which is really funny because I rolled an 18. 9.
9.
Yeah.
Um, you you're not sure if you hear something coming from behind you, but you see Hake, who still has a ready to action to fire his crossbow, suddenly lower his crossbow as he turns around and looks behind him, and you follow his gaze behind you, way off at the very entrance of this dungeon.
Yeah.
You see Sersha
Uh-oh.
holding the immovable rod.
Oh, you
The
bitch!
portcullis has fallen, and you realize that's the sound you think you just heard.
That... I don't want to say that word like on air.
I stand by my previous statement.
Mm-hmm.
Shnora, somebody owes you a new movable rod.
She was supposed to pay us.
Mm-hmm.
Hake, as he looks back and Hake sees this,
No.
do any of you, most of you should know Gnomish, correct?
Yes,
I
I
assume
know
I
it.
can't hear him, but I know it.
Yes.
I know it. I mean, we're gnomes. I had to think
Zilny,
about
you
it.
hear him. At the top of his lungs, he is just shouting Sersha and every gnomish obscenity that he can think of. Expletive, you expletive, you've killed us, get the fuck back here, expletive, so on and so forth. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Damn it. She was gonna be so cool, you guys.
Don't worry, we'll kill her later.
Did we get her take?
Yeah.
If Hake has anything to say about it, I think so.
I mean, you guys have to survive first. You
Yeah.
guys have to get out first.
Eh.
Oh god. Remember how long it took us to open the door before, guys?
Uh-huh.
How we so carefully prepped in case we needed to do a fast exit?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, remember that fast exit we were planning?
Do we have Featherfall? Because we can
Uh-huh.
just jump off the side of the building and figure out the rest of it once we reach the bottom.
I actually do.
Tina, I need 2d4 rolled.
2d4?
Yes.
All right. Is 6. That's a 4, right? Yes, 6.
Okay.
Okay.
Zilny, I would like a perception check from you. Particularly on your hearing. I don't know if you have like keen senses for hearing or any of that sort of thing.
None of that. So just a plain old 14.
Okay. That brings us back to the top of the initiative, with Zilny.
Do I hear? I assume I hear more coming out of the portal of
Yeah,
doom.
you just hear like demon noises.
Cool, growing
coming-
demon noises.
Yeah,
Love
growing
that.
demon noises.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna double move, and I'm just gonna eat the attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
You have second wind, right?
So you're gonna get 3 attacks of opportunity. One of those attacks is a natural 20.
Why would you do that, Dustin?
Because you guys have been kicking my ass and I haven't been able to make any attacks yet. I gotta make... In round 4, the first attack that I can make has to fucking count. So... This critical hit is actually not going to be that bad. You take a total of 9 slashing damage plus 3 acid for a total of 12.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay, then both of the other attacks are going to hit as well. So you take a total of 18 piercing damage from 2 separate bite attacks.
Okay. Am I in the clear now? In that case, run, go around this corner, and I pop up, I guess, here, since I don't think I can stand in that spot. So.
No, that spot is a pillar.
Yeah.
Alright, so that is Zilni's turn. Helia, it is your turn.
Well-
Zilni comes racing around the corner, shirt torn, arm bloodied.
I do yell, like, essentially, I lost count of how many I think I heard coming out of there.
So we're funneling back into the workshop, right?
Or at least close to it. I mean,
close to it, using that as a retreating point, I think.
Helia will just say then, everybody in.
You hear Hake shout, mostly shout to Janora, but so everyone can hear. Um, are can we hold a position or do we need to run? And Janora just says, I don't know.
With that portcullis down, we really don't have a choice.
Yeah.
I mean, how wide was that space?
Unless we
that
go into
entry
those
room?
little, yeah, and we funnel them into the main room, and we go in those little like side rooms. Just pew 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 pew. Science.
What was that, Reds? One more
Pew,
time?
pew, 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 pew.
Thank you.
We just funnel them all into the big hole.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, there's a giant hole. We know all about the giant hole.
Yeah, but we can't get past the giant hole's the problem.
No, we can't, but we can certainly run. Actually, we could probably get just on the other side of it. We just can't lift the grate. I think. Can't remember.
Actually-
But we can get into the space around it. We just can't get out the portcullis. That was the issue.
Yeah, there's a window. There's a door
Yeah.
from the side,
Mm-hmm.
and then the window at the front. But yeah, we can't really get out very quickly. It's
No.
gonna eat up a lot of time to get out.
I'm just which space?
But
Where do we want to try to hold them first? Here?
I think here's best.
Okay.
Here being the hallway.
Before they
Okay.
can spread out.
Yeah.
Alright.
I have a way to bottleneck a little bit. But it is Helia's turn.
Yeah.
At this point, then, if you guys are planning to just hold this corner of the hallway, we're going to take a slight pause out of initiative. I am just going to ask all of you what you do, and we're going to say, we spend a minute or two trying to hold this position. What are you guys doing to hold the position? We'll start with Helia. And if you want to move yourself to get in some slightly better positioning, do all of that.
Okay.
Don't be here.
Don't be in this hall, actually, at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that
Don't be
she's
in a
gonna
bad space.
just be like right at the edge of this. And she is going to basically she's got one thing she can do, and that's to make demon sushi. And so
Anything that
She's-
gets through.
yeah, she's just gonna keep attacking until she can't attack anymore, and keep using like the insightful fighting feature to make sure she can do as much damage as possible, like trying to predict their moves and then capitalize on that with every attack.
Okay. I would like you to make your insight check
Okay.
Yeah.
for the insightful fighting.
Oh god. Don't fuck with me, dice. That's 15.
15. Okay. And I would like you to make 2 attack rolls.
Okay. That is a 19 and a 23.
Okay. Tina, what are you doing?
Okay. So I guess, well, what I'm doing is going to be contingent on Trowlin getting out of the hallway.
Okay.
Ah,
Prowlin and a Hake and Janora are
Mhm.
pretty much gonna do whatever I feel that they might do to support the rest of you.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I
whatever
think
you guys
we
are
want to.
doing,
Yeah, we want to
those
clear
three
this
are gonna make
hall so
sure
that
that
we
you're
can basically use it to hopefully make sushi out of demons.
gonna. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm gonna back up, and I think we all want to get back up into this space somewhere.
Demon
And I should
poke.
press the correct button. I'm gonna get up in here, and then I'm also going to drop the original spike growth.
Okay. You're gonna recast it.
I'm gonna drop it and recast it, and I need to get
Yes.
back in the hallway. Let me get back
Want
up
to
in this
put it
space.
like here.
I want to see how long it is. That's 30. So I'm gonna basically, center it. Yeah,
Nice.
basically take it there. So that would be one round. Would be the
Uh-huh.
drop and recast and the move. Are we going more than one round? Because I do
Oh,
have
yeah.
something. Okay, so yeah, anything that makes it through, I'm casting tidal wave.
Oh.
Once they start to pile up in that hallway.
Okay. How
Heck
many
yeah.
times can you cast Tidal Wave?
Right now I can cast tidal wave. I can cast tidal wave twice if I want to burn all of those slots.
Okay.
However, I wouldn't cast it until there's quite a number of demons and
Until
know,
you've filled this hallway.
until we've filled this hallway and they're all kind of sluggishly trying to move through the spikes and they're starting to turn that corner, I would cast it.
Okay.
And I'll be getting back a decent distance because I have 120 feet to do it. So yeah, they would all be making dex saves.
Okay.
At that point of they would be making dex saves of 15, and anyone who fails takes 48. It would take 4d8 damage, and they would also fall prone.
Okay.
Yeah, but first they have to go through spikes.
Cool. Okay, so my next question.
Yep.
How long does the spike growth last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah, and tidal wave is not concentration, so I can cast it while having spike growth still up.
Okay. I'm just trying to determine, I'm trying to do the math in my head of how long you would be able to keep this up. So, what level spell is spike growth?
Second.
And how many times, if you did nothing but spike growth, how many times could you cast that before you run out of slots?
Another 2.
Including upcasting it.
Oh, if I were to upcast it and burn literally every slot I have, no tidal wave?
No tidal waves.
5.
Okay. What level spell is tidal wave?
3rd.
3rd?
Yeah.
Okay. And you could do that, I assume, three times.
Twice. I had already burned a 3rd level on something.
Okay.
Not sure what it was, but it was last week.
So you would be able to do 3 spike growths and 2 tidal waves.
2 spike growths in addition to the first one I already did.
Okay.
I only have 3 second level slots.
Okay.
So, yes, 2
Right.
plus 2.
So you've got like a half hour that you can buy with
Yeah, I can buy
spike growth and tidal waves in conjunction
Yeah.
with each other. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Rhodes, what are you doing?
Um,
Assuming that Endeavor is doing this, we're just gonna call that a half hour on its own. So what do you do for the next half hour?
Is this right here something I can stand on?
Yes, that is a stone bench.
No.
Cool. Then I
Perfect.
stand on the stone bench, and anytime I see a blob, a purple fucker, or the little guys, I'm just gonna pick them off from essentially on high. Like, well,
Yeah.
okay. On high for me.
On
normal height for everyone else.
average.
Yes,
average.
on average.
I mean, they have really short legs, like even compared to us.
Yeah. I mean, they're still medium size. But
Barely.
okay. Lula and Brutus. Rose, is there anything else that you're doing, or is that just your focus?
Praying.
That's it. I'm just trying to understand. I guess it's probably a question for the end. How long is this? And I need to know if I have enough ammo and if I'm switching weapons. Like, am I switching to one of my bows?
How much ammo do you have?
I have math. I think I have like 30 bullets left. And way more. I have a crossbow and
Okay.
that's my backup. So
I will say that you are going to empty your gun ammo.
makes me nervous. Okay.
And then the boss shows up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say once I get
Newsflash.
down to like what's the right term? One clip? I don't know.
Yeah.
Guns.
Yeah.
Why am I paying a gunslinger?
One of
I
the
would
pew cartons.
Yeah, one of the pew pew cartons. I would switch to my longbow.
Okay.
To reserve that.
Okay. Lula and Brutus, what are you doing?
Now I feel slightly inadequate.
You
No.
you have a druid in the party.
I know.
You have a druid in the party, and I've provided a bottleneck.
Yeah,
The group is doing the correct thing
it's true.
so far.
If and when any of the creatures make it down the hallway,
Uh-huh.
I have 2 first level spell slots left that I can cast Grease,
Oh yeah.
and I last for a minute.
Okay.
And I will put it here. Should I put it here? I'll put it here.
Okay.
It's a 10-foot square. Not concentration. They must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or fall prone. And if you enter the area or end your turn there, a creature. So if they're standing in the area, they must do the save. And if they enter the area or end your turn there, you must also succeed or fall prone.
Okay.
Let me get myself back.
And it's difficult terrain.
You said it's a 10 by 10?
10 by 10. Yeah. So it's only a minute though, so Lula would make it for the half hour, it would be very strategic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Possibly to continue the bottleneck
Yeah.
as the bodies continue to pile, like right before Endeavor wants to cast Tidal Wave.
Make a bunch of things go prone.
Make a bunch of things go prone so that they fail their dexterity checks to wash them back. While that's happening, because those are only minute long and it's instant action casts, the beginning time she's gonna get bug close enough, order bug close enough, and then just be spam casting shocking grasp through bug on these guys through the touch, because it can make touch spell attacks for her, so it's just gonna bounce and like hippity hop from one to another and just zap them.
Okay.
It's
Um,
real rules are not that you can light grease on fire, right? That's just Baldur's Gate.
I think that's just Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
unless rules,
I didn't think so. I was like,
unless Dustin allows it, I think it's really
just like a mental image of lighting an entire place up and just being
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
But I'm pretty
the
sure
spell
that's
does
not
say
actually-
it's flammable.
I was just gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's not like.
So yeah, and then just doing that, and if anything comes
Yeah.
through, she'll move up closer, like create a barrier between Janora and like any of the squishies, and anybody that can get through, she'll stand up next to Helia and be doing that stuff combined with melee attacks if necessary, and the grease.
Okay. I would like, I'm gonna have you just burn 2 spell slots doing that.
Yep.
You're able to coordinate with the tidal waves and with the piling up of bodies. These maw demons are incapable of making it through the spikes.
Yeah.
They simply don't have enough hit points to make it all the way down the hallway. They always die. They never make it.
Nice.
A bunch of the purple guys, those guys are making it through, and those are the ones that you guys are picking off and finishing off. But you guys are doing a pretty good job of holding this line. Problem. 20 minutes go by. And there is no lull or end in sight to any. It is near constant. In this time, Fabian and his family are packing up the few things that you guys have found so far, like all of those books, a few of the other trinkets from the workshop.
Are there
and
bombs
things
in
like
there?
that.
Do we have bombs?
No, you do not have bombs.
Damn it.
But you know, they've been spending this time like packing up.
Yeah.
In case the line starts to fail and you do need to try and make it out. So 20 minutes go by. I need everyone to make a perception check.
Nice. Come on.
What did you just chuck something in a jar, Court? I just heard that from across the house.
Sam.
Dice jail. My dice jail says shit fuck damn.
You know what?
That's about the size of it.
Fuck it. Brutus got a...
Ow.
Brutus got a 14. I'm
Okay.
going to burn my inspiration. Because fuck it. For a nat 20.
Ooh.
Awesome.
21.
Rhodes
14.
and Tina.
Also 21, but not natural 20.
Okay. Brutus got a 14.
Brutus got 14.
Brutus does not actually see this, but Lula does, and so does Endeavor. As you guys are holding this line, most of you are focusing almost entirely on this little stretch of the hallway. Lula and Endeavor, you guys see from these windows
Around.
flashes of movement.
Shit.
I'm just saying, Featherfall.
Time to go. Yeah, I can upcast Featherfall too. No, I can't upcast Featherfall.
Hake and Janora, and Trallin, all move into the workshop. I don't need the octopus anymore.
Yeah, you can get rid of the octopus.
They move into the workshop and start shouting to Fabian and his family to gather anything that you can carry comfortably and quickly. It is time to leave.
Yeah.
Time to go.
And I am going to... So, some of you have to stay behind to hold the line. Some of you can break off and attempt to get the portcullis up. Who is staying and who is going?
Elia will stay because, quite frankly, she's not helpful in the portcullis situation.
Lula will go.
Okay.
Zil would probably stay, even though his thought is that Endeavor is taller.
This is true.
Right.
You both can run real fast, right? You got big runs. You can do big runs.
I
Do
can
big
do my
zooms?
biggest possible. Big
Alright.
for a gnome.
That's still what, like 75 feet in one turn if you.
No, I already action surge, so I can't even do that.
Oh,
So
fuck.
max 50. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do 90, but she'll stay with you. Tug you along.
Alright. How much do I have left?
All right. So those of you who are going,
Yeah.
that would be Lula and Brutus and Endeavor.
Yeah.
All right, Endeavor. I'm gonna throw this out there. You can leave up. I'm gonna say that you've got 5 minutes. Left on this particular casting of Spike Growth. And should you decide to wild shape, reminder, you can maintain concentration.
Oh, I know.
On a spell while wild shape.
Yeah, but what I can't do is heal other people if they go down. Where is Charlin here? Or is he heading?
If you are going, Trallin speaks up and says, I can stay.
Okay, then yeah, I'll go.
Then Hake is also going to try and get the portcullis open. Janora is going to stay and help hold the line. And she's been casting like fire bolts, and every once in a while she gets like an actual spell off once they start getting thicker.
Yeah.
But she essentially just spamming like fire bolts, acid splashes.
I was gonna say, like
yields.
on our way out, can we just be like over the shoulder, like until we get out of range? Just like, oh, okay, just produce flame, just walking this way.
Yeah.
Or bug zapping. I can do that
Yeah.
at 120 feet, so.
You can go at 120.
Right.
Yeah, I can. I don't have that much space. I think
So
I have up to 30.
I would like, I would like Endeavor. Well, I would like Endeavor or Lula. I would like one of you to make an athletics check with advantage. The other one of you is making a straight athletics.
And I
Because
have
Brutus is gonna.
We are trying
Oh,
to
Brutus
lift.
is helping.
We're trying to lift a portcullis, correct? Just the
Or
portcullis.
one of. Yeah, the door is open. Well, one of the doors is missing. It's being used as a bridge.
Yes, but we can. But we're just trying to get this thing up, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna wild shape into a rhinoceros then. And stick my giant ass horn underneath one of the grates.
Fucking druids.
I love
man.
druids so much.
Fucking druids.
And I'll
right.
roll the athletics check.
Now give me 1 moment.
I think I can.
I
might have to be real careful with it.
Such a chunky unicorn.
I think I can.
I think I can.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to be real careful where I step though, because like I big.
Yeah, with the
Like that's why I'm not
and...
That's why I'm not wild shaping till after I get across the space.
That's a good call.
Are you looking at an actual rhinoceros?
Yeah. Rhinoceros stat block. CR2.
I just don't know how to spell rhinoceros.
RHINO Ceros.
That fucking H.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's having a spelling bee now, motherfucker?
Rhinoceros. Round this, you bastard. Alright. I just wanted to have the stat block
Yeah.
I
open.
think I just said Sam.
I mean, so are you just like standing there? So if you wild shape into a rhinoceros, you're
Mhm.
gonna be half on this door.
How much space am I gonna take up?
You're a large
Yeah.
sized boy. You're a big
I'm a large boy. I'm looking at
Just, like,
how much.
fucking charge the door and like knock the bitch
You
off.
do have a charge attack.
I do have a charge attack,
Are
but it's
you
also
do you want to try are you attempting to just do that, or like are you trying to break the portcullis, or are you trying to open the portcullis?
I think I'm more likely to be able to lift it than to break through a giant metal, because the portcullis is just like a metal thing, right?
Yeah.
Is it on? What's it on when we did it? Was it on like a?
It's
Like
like
what
a it's like a chain pull. You can actually see a lot of the mechanism on this side. It's like a chain winch pulley system.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Actually, make a perception check. Lula, you can make this perception check as well.
Because I was gonna say, yeah, if somebody else can help, like, get that effed,
Mm-hmm.
if someone else can help get that effed, then perhaps we can,
18.
perception 27.
20. Okay. So, Sam, you start looking around, like, you're trying to, like, follow where, like, the chain and pulley system is going, and you're following it, but at some point it disappears into a wall. You can't see through walls. You're not Superman. Endeavor, you may not be Superman and can't see through the walls, but you can tell that this torch, the setting for this torch, looks slightly different and is set slightly lower than the other torches in the room.
How high up are those torches, like on the walls? Are they something that others could, like gnomes could reach?
Gnomes might have to reach a little bit, but a dwarf would certainly. They would have to reach up for it, but a dwarf shouldn't have any problem reaching it.
Then I will point it out and see if someone can check what's going on with it. Whether maybe it's a release, maybe it's a unlock.
Can
Lula, make an investigation check with advantage as you and Hake make your way over there.
Yeah.
Do an investigate, Lula.
25.
Get it.
Yeah.
25.
You inspect this, and you grab it, trying to just set a hand on it to look at the other side, and you don't realize how much weight you're putting on this torch, but the whole thing chunk drops, and the gate, the portcullis, shudders a little bit and lifts just a hair. Endeavor, you see the portcullis shift and lift just a bit. It doesn't rise, but you seem to have activated, some part of this ancient mechanism. I mean, it's an ancient mechanism.
There's dust in there.
Yeah.
Those gears are a little funk.
So
But yeah, I think
it now.
Yeah, I mean, my original thought was to literally get rhinoceros horn and wedge it into this thing and lift.
And lift. I can get you out if you get stuck on the other side.
Okay.
So, Endeavor, a rhinoceros has a +5 strength.
Yeah.
Considering that you've just released the mechanism,
yeah,
I'm not even going to make you roll for it.
Okay.
You get your horn in, and with ease, you just lift this thing up.
You guys might have to crawl under me to get out.
Okay.
So yeah.
Actually, you might be able to walk under me at this size, come to think of it.
The
'Cause you
gnomes
can-
definitely can.
The gnomes probably can.
So I need.
So I'm. Whoa. No.
Let me move myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm Kier.
That's not me.
Fucking walls. Does that Brutus exist?
Wait.
Mm.
Hold.
It's a mimic. Oh,
That's big Brutus.
that's a big Brutus.
Oh yeah, big boy. Oh, look at that big boy. With
Yeah.
his newly
Big
attached
boy.
head.
Big
Mhm.
boy holding the portcullis open.
Newly summoned Brutus.
Newly summoned Brutus.
I feel like at this point I would probably make myself half in, half out. Like if I could just kind of be
You're
Yeah.
okay.
if there's a way to get
So-
under this thing without it like spiking into me. There's not?
I mean, your face is stuck into it.
Okay.
So you would have to back your face out in
Okay.
order to do that, which would,
Yeah, it'd
unless
be a
somebody
pain, yeah.
else is holding the thing up,
Yeah, no.
would,
Easier for me to just keep it up.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll move my booty if I have to.
So Hake runs partway back down the hallway and says, "Portcullis is open. It is time to leave. Get your shit and get out. Welcome to Walmart. Get your shit and get out." Fabian and his family had since gathered all of their stuff. We're hanging out like back in like that other side hallway back towards the fountain room.
Mhm.
They start booking.
Yeah. Yep. Just out.
Yeah, and the four of them make it out. The rest of you who stayed behind, in the couple of minutes that it is taken for this all to go down, there have been a couple of updates.
Uh-oh. There's this wave coming
In
down
this
the
time-
hallway.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Let you.
In this time, the spike growth has dissipated.
Yeah.
However, Trallon is still here. He steps up and is holding a Spirit Guardians. So there is... And also in this time, I'm going to say
Oh, that's a lot.
that there's...
What happening down there?
Um,
There has been the addition of a new, larger
What?
New friend.
uh,
Why is it
Wow.
so big?
demon.
Don't
I don't
want a
have
big
an
friend.
actual mini for this one, but it is a large, red fur, like demonic gorilla-looking creature.
I don't like that.
So I need. I'm gonna go back to the initiative, and I am going to Zilmi. I am going to need an action from you.
Hake has already said, "Hey, time to get You don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here, essentially.
Yes.
So, Zill will start running. I'll double move because everyone else is faster than I am anyway. So 2, I'd be right in front of him, essentially. Bloop.
All right. So you're just running.
Yes, because I understand that everybody else is faster than I am, so if I try to do the good thing of waiting, I will get eaten.
Okay. Helia, it is your turn.
She's gonna look at Janora and Trollan and say go. Because she can move faster. She wants to make sure that everybody gets out before she leaves the line, so to speak.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. All right. So you're holding. So you're gonna hold an action to wait for Trowlin to pass you, essentially.
Yeah, for Trollan and Janora, I guess I'm assuming she's still right there unless she left.
Yeah.
She wants them to get most of the way there, and then she will move to join the rest because she
Okay.
knows she can go 90 feet in a turn. So she wants to make sure everybody gets out.
I'm going to let you know that if you don't move at all, if you do nothing now, you can only prep an action, not your entire turn.
Okay.
So based on what you're telling me, you plan to wait until everybody is gone, and then you're going to move 30 feet.
I guess then, yeah, because she wants to make sure that everybody gets out. Like, that was the whole point that she was staying behind for.
Okay. So that is your turn. You are preparing that action.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Dustin, should I have not double moved then? Should have I have only gone?
No, you get
Maximum
your whole
movement.
turn.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. So basically, though, she does tell them to go.
Okay.
You could always take half of yours, couldn't you? Like take half of it now and still hold an action. Can you do that?
Yeah, you can move and then hold your action to
For them to
dash.
keep going.
Okay, I will move my 30 feet then.
Also, a dance check was redeemed in chat.
A dance check.
Were you the one who put it in there?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
But you're gonna be now. All right. So, yeah, you dance your way back 30 feet.
Yeah, she like moonwalks the fuck backwards.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then she tells them to move, and then she'll take her action will be another 30 feet.
Okay. Nothing with your bonus action.
I mean, I'm assuming I would have had to disengage, right? Because I was up there,
you were
like,
not.
fighting. I was right here.
You would have had to disengage to avoid the attack.
Yeah, so that's my bonus action.
Okay.
Solid. Solid turn.
Yeah.
All right. It is Trowlin's turn next. He is going to disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And that Spirit Guardians is going to come with him. Tina, you are busy doing the door. Lula is busy doing the door.
Yep.
Janora.
Yeah.
One more fireball.
Yeah, come on, girl.
I know you've been hoarding those
Gotta
spell
be-
slots.
You gotta be holding on to a fire. Like, that's what you do.
And just the octopus is just an illithid puppy. I know you said it's like a gorilla thing, but I'm like, no.
Oh, I can't see
Elephant
anything.
puppy.
It's a giant octopus.
It is.
I mean, Lula can't see anything anyway.
Maybe this will-
Oh, that's
There.
gross.
Why?
That is the thing
Okay.
being
Oh.
illustrated by an octopus.
I don't like
I
that.
don't want it.
I don't like it.
Don't like it.
You're not supposed to like it.
I think we need like a running feed of our Discord chat
Yeah.
on
Like-
stream.
It's like fire elemental Donkey Kong.
That reminds me of the thing in the pit
kind
in
of,
Return of the
yeah.
Jedi.
Yeah,
Not the Sarlacc.
You
The
mean
Rancor,
the Rancor.
Yeah, the other thing.
the Rancor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kinda, yeah.
fuck your pet Jabba?
Okay, so Janora, is going to take a deep breath and. Yeah. Janora is going to take a moment and she takes a deep breath and she starts pulling magical energy out of the torches that are around her, and you can see that wisps of blue light start coming off of Trallon as he runs past, and some of the energy from his spirit guardians is being captured as well. She's essentially just she's making a spirit bomb
Yes.
out of all of this, and she with her hands she kind of gathers all of this magical energy and thrusts it forward, and as all of this pale blue and yellow light sprays from her hands, she lifts her hands up and builds a wall of force.
Yes. Yes.
And she builds that right there.
Awesome.
And shouts, "That will not hold for long, and I can only do it once." And then she runs. I need at this point, I need everyone to make an athletics or acrobatics check, and I also need everyone to make 2 dexterity saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm rolling all of these for the NPCs as well. Rhodes, what did you get on your 3 checks?
So athletics is a 13.
Okay.
And these were, I'm sorry, they were dex saving throws, right?
Correct.
make sure I'm adding the right thing. Okay, and that's an 8 and a 23.
Okay. As more and more of these demonic creatures make their way down the hallways on either side of this three-way that you're running down, you see arrows, spines, globs of acid, all kinds of stuff is being thrown or spit out at you through these arrow slits.
Gross.
You take 11 points of acid damage. But you do successfully get past Endeavor. And you are now on the outside of the portcullis.
Okay. I would specifically go to one of those windows that looks in, like with the intent of if anything gets through the doorway into the main hall, I'm going to start picking them off from outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Helia, what were your results?
Acrobatics 16, and
Okay.
then one of the deck saves was 16. One of them was Miss Jackson.
Okay. You are successfully able to dodge all of the ranged attacks, and you also are able to make it out.
Should I move my token?
Yes, please. If you would be so kind.
Yes.
At this point, Janora is running. She successfully makes an athletics check to get through. However, she takes a crossbow bolt to her side and is hurt pretty badly, just under her ribs in her side. And unfortunately her concentration on the wall of force disappears. Trallin and Hake are also able to make it through, but both of them are also taking some damage. Sam, what were your results?
Athletics, I was a 7. Lula's a 17. Brutus was a 24.
Ooh,
Okay.
Go Brutus.
Yeah, he rolled real well. Dex saves. Dex save 1 was a 19 for Brutus and a 21 for Lula. Dex save 2 was an 18 for Brutus and a 12 for Lula.
Okay.
So I assume Lula will probably take some damage.
Lula's gonna take a little bit of damage, but you make out a more or less okay. You take 7 piercing damage.
Okay. And just to be on the honor system, while I'm just gonna assume while everyone's moving, Bug is dashing.
Yeah.
And eventually lands.
All right. Then Endeavor.
Mm-hmm.
You are half on the door,
Yes.
half in the doorway.
Yes.
Your face is caught and tangled up in the portcullis.
Yep.
You're kind of stuck here. What is your plan to get out and to the other side of this portcullis?
Yeah. I got you. Vortex warp.
Yeah.
All right.
Once
So-
everybody's out.
Once everyone's out, I can do it. It doesn't. There's no size category. It's just a creature.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll say as Rhino for now, unless
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, we don't. No need to
let's
wait.
not
I can.
burn that.
Yeah. Just.
So as soon as I'm out, because Lula would wait to be the last one before Endeavor.
Yeah, because you have to let go of the thing too.
I gotta let go of the lever. We slide under and vortex warp
Okay.
the Rhino out.
Yeah. Like I'll basically let the portcullis slam shut, and then she can vortex work me out.
Okay. Perfect.
Almost tapped.
The portcullis slams down behind you just as you see a lot of these demons rushing down the hallway. But you are able to keep running, I assume.
Yeah.
Can we produce flame on the thing that lets them cross the pit?
The door.
On the door.
Yeah. So they don't have
Um,
an easy little way to the portcullis that we just closed.
I'll say that you
Or
are
someone
able,
firebolt
like at the
it.
last moment before Lula
Yeah.
Vortex warps you out, you kick the door, and it
Okay.
falls to the bottom of the pit.
There we go. That's where the wood came from, guys. Somebody else already did this.
All right.
Okay.
So. So you all find yourselves over here. I'm missing one of you. There you are. So the four of you find yourselves on the outside back in the larger cavern area. I'm just going to turn global illumination on at this point.
Mm.
So if you cannot see, just refresh Foundry and you should be able to see everything.
Oh, there we go.
Is Saoirse anywhere in sight, or has she completely fucked off?
Make a perception check.
Can I still make a perception check? Or can we see the main opening that we came through in from here?
From where you are standing right now, you cannot.
Okay. I'd like to
16.
go to where I can get that vantage point and make my perception check.
Okay. Yeah, all of you are just running.
Yeah.
Most of your provisions were left behind. The family was able to collect, pretty much the most important, the most vital, and the most valuable things from the camp, up to the amount that they can each carry on their backs. And I'll say that, Hake is carrying a large pack. Presumably just books, because that's the biggest thing that you guys have found thus far anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are continuing to run. You are running back towards that entrance. What was everybody's perception checks?
I said 16.
Okay.
7.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
Well, for me, 18 for Brutus.
All right. Saoirse is nowhere to be seen.
Oh, bitch.
But okay, in the
It's the
hubbub.
hole.
Yeah, is the hole still open? Like, in the hubbub, did she climb out, tell them, oh, I'm the last survivor, and tell them to close it, and we couldn't hear it because we were inside? That's what he wants to know.
Oh, God.
Does the 7 get me? Is the hole still open?
Well, there was no one behind us. We were it, right?
Yeah. We were it, but Saoirse could have just fucking left and been like, yeah, I don't know, bad shit happened. Everybody's
Yeah,
dead.
but it was like hours. We're hours from the next person.
Yeah, we're at least an hour.
Right. Well, they said they were going to like blow the.
Yeah.
You're
That
right.
if we
they
didn't
were-
get out in time, they would blow the hole. So like, if there happened to be someone there who was checking to see if shit went down,
Yeah.
and she was like,
Make
"Oh,
a roads.
Mhm.
Making just a flat intelligence.
19."
You do remember that conversation. That determination will happen in 2 days.
Okay. But the hole is still open for now, so there's
The
no
hole-
indication that someone
There's-
got antsy.
There's no indication that you guys are trapped down here.
Okay, that's all I care.
As you continue to run, Endeavor, do you have any more wild shapes left?
Yeah, I have one more.
You can do one more. Do you
Yeah, I
intend
get-
to use it to expedite your passage back up and out of this hole back into the mining tunnel?
Yeah, let me see. I have 40 feet of movement as a rhino,
Okay.
and I get 3 hours for each wild shape.
Well, to get down, I remember you wild shaped into a giant spider because they have a climb speed.
Yeah.
I could also cast Spider Climb on the Rhino. Because I
That would
assume
be
the
re-
Rhino can take multiple people that are of
Oh yeah.
medium
That
size
was-
or otherwise.
That was my thought, is that I might be able to carry a couple folks who have a slower speed.
Yeah,
So-
if you want to do that, then that's... I won't make anybody roll for anything if that's the way you guys want to play it. It'll take you 2 trips to get everybody up and out.
Spider Climb lasts
But-
an hour.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll burn my
Um,
last. That's my last slot, you guys. I'm out. Tapped. Tapping into the wizard part of the Artificer's build today.
Alright. All of you continue to run.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, you can only just run for so long before those of you with a lower constitution, particularly the commoner NPC camp family, begins to just collapse from exhaustion, carrying heavy loads and the like. At this particular moment, it does not appear that you are being followed yet. Your entire way through the main portion of that cavern with all of those other buildings,
Mhm.
you could hear the ruckus going on in that dungeon. But you continue on. You get as far as you possibly can before needing to rest. And I will say before the end of the day, you guys do make it to that rail station. Hake has a heated conversation with the attendant, explaining what happened, that there's some kind of portal to the abyss down there, that you were unable to close,
Mhm.
and that tunnel needs to be sealed and guarded. There is an enormous threat down there.
Mhm.
The attendant grabs a sending stone from his pocket, and relays that message, and calls for a train car. The the attendant also lets all of you know that Saoirse did pass through here, and that is why the train is not here. Because, as you may have suspected, Saoirse absolutely said much the same thing, but said that she was the only survivor.
Knew it.
And-
Fucking
Mhm.
knew it.
You were right.
You know what? Mm. Mm.
Yeah. So
Poor
you guys,
Zill. He just had all of his his belief in her just completely shattered.
yeah.
It's all right. It's all
Um,
right.
Zill, go ahead and make a wisdom check, just a raw wisdom check.
11.
Okay. Over the next couple of hours, it begins to sink into Zill. I just want you as a player to keep this in mind that Saoirse is supposed to be a highly respected member of your guild, and a person that you and you're sure many other people um, looked up to, if not idolized. So the fact that this has gone down the way that it has, undoubtedly is having some kind of effect. I will leave it to you to determine what that effect is. Um, but yeah, there's definitely, it's hard not to take this almost personally.
Yeah. They're down there because Zill trusted her and was like, oh, you've got a job. You're a person I've respected and known for probably 100 years at this point. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
He almost got his friends killed because of her.
Yeah. Um, but a few hours go by, a rail car does arrive, um, and you begin the long train ride through the Skytown mines back towards civilization.
At least we'll have time for the Phoenix job.
God. On the way up, I have a few first level slots left. Can I dole out some healing to people who need that? Some people look pretty dang rough as we were coming up.
It is, yeah, some people, Janora is definitely hurting. Trallin is almost out of spell slots himself. He is able to help a little bit. None of you get back up to full hit points. I'll say that any hit points that any of you were down, you heal half back to full. Um, so nobody gets all the way back up to full, but if you were 10 points down, you get 5 back. Um, yeah, um, most of what you guys are experiencing is mostly just exhaustion, aside from actual injuries. But yeah. And with that, I know it's a little early, but that seems as good a time as any to stop for the evening.
Good session.
Yeah.
You guys survived.
We did it, you guys.
Yay.
Nobody made
Yeah.
death
Yeah.
saves.
You guys did a lot better than I feared you might. I was, not gonna lie, I was thinking about all of the different, outs that I thought I might need to give you, and then, you know, forgetting that you had a druid in the party, we were 4 rounds in before I actually got to make any attacks, and then realized, yeah, it'll be fine.
I really
That's
wish we
super
could've-
fun, though.
That was fun.
Yes, it was good.
Yay.
Yeah.
Can we please hunt down this bitch?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
there's
I've-
gonna be some
oh, yeah.
consequences to that shit.
Yeah.
Because I bet
There
that does not fly
are-
very well within the guild either.
There are definitely going to be some things happening. Not least of all, I can't begin to even know how many individual demons that you
Yeah.
guys killed. but it's definitely level worthy.
Yes.
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 Before you guys take your level,
Right.
I am going to want to have a private conversation with Court.
Yes.
So most of you can take that level. Court, before you get your heart set on any decisions, I know you and I need to have a private conversation.
Yeah, and I'll write some stuff down so you can like look at it and think about it. But generally I had some thoughts.
Yeah.
That's-
Don't
thinkins.
forget that next week
Mhm.
we are not going to be in Skytown. We will still be playing next week,
Mhm.
but it's our affiliaversary.
3-year.
3?
Well, 3 years is a Twitch affiliate anniversary. Yeah, technically it's tomorrow, but we're celebrating next week. So anybody in chat, they're doing like once you activate it, when you come into chat, you get notified of it. You get like a cool little emote to play with. It's just like some fun little shit, and then we're gonna do something funky.
Yeah, we're gonna do something a little bit different. It's still gonna be Wednesday night dice, but it'll be a special affiliaversary one shot, maybe more.
That's what happens when all of these demons we just let
Yeah.
out get somewhere.
Oops.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Yeah, it's what happens when a druid wasn't in the party and this happens.
Demons are loose on Skytown.
But yeah, thanks everybody for playing.
Thanks for
Thank you
running.
everybody
Yeah.
who is watching via the interweb, and we
Mhm.
will see you next week.
Woohoo.
Bye, internet.
Good night, internet.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye.